NDP MLA Shaye Anderson called Friday's Stop Bill 6 rally at the Legislature building in Edmonton extremely violent and brutal. Shaye Anderson is the NDP MLA for Leduc-Beaumont, and he has such vast farming experience as well. None that I can tell, but he does have the typical NDP union pedigree of being a union activist and a shop steward, so Anderson called the couple hundred farmers and ranchers who gathered at the Legislature in opposition to the NDP's farm unionization and bureaucracy growth bill, masquerading as farm safety, extremely violent and brutal. The tweet he sent out said and I think he means one, of our MLAs get screamed at and it was extremely violent and brutal. Anderson was referring to Jobs Minister Lori Sigurdson's interaction with the crowd, which was minimal. I was in the crowd. I was interviewing farmers and their families. I recorded the whole event. It wasn't violent and it wasn't brutal. The event was so peaceful and so well behaved that other media outlets were tweeting about how many families were there. And Minister Sigurdson's presence was so low-key that I didn't even know she was there until she was gone. She didn't take to the microphone the way Wildrose MLA and agriculture critic Rick Strankman did, and she didn't mingle with the crowd and take questions from farmers. She did take questions from reporters, though. And according to Shaye Anderson, someone screamed at her so extremely violent and brutally and, well, quietly that no one even heard it, especially not these guys, the sheriffs right behind her. Someone brought a turkey to the protest. Did the turkey gobble at her? It was a very aggressive gobbler. Is gobbling the new violence? I don't know. So the outrage against Anderson after he tweeted this was swift and brutal. There were calls for him to resign and retract. Anderson, for part of the day, even trended on Twitter. Now, I think he learned not to make things up about farm families. Well, I hope. Anderson eventually did retract in a tweet he sent to me later on Saturday morning. What else could he do? He was caught red-handed, making things up about the very people his government's bad bill is attacking, farm families like yours and like mine. But make no mistake, this is how the left operates. This is what they do. They'll try to discredit the entire message by discrediting the messengers. Lori Sigurdson may have been asked a tough question by a farmer, and her colleague tried to smear the whole rally and everyone there until there was pushback. So the moral of this story? Keep behaving yourself and always push back, because some of these guys like Anderson are going to fold like cheap suits. For TheRebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.